Hi guys, today we are going to learn how to use the Pythagorean theorem to help us find the distance between 2 points on the coordinate plane. This is the first in a series of lessons about doing all of the geometry that we've done all year, but now basing it on the coordinate plane. So the first thing we need to do is know how to find the length of a segment on the plane, in other words, the distance between the two endpoints. So we're going to do a quick review of Pythagorean theorem, just to remind you how to use it. So our first example has a leg length of 15 centimeters, a leg length of x centimeters, and then a hypotenuse of length 17 centimeters. So some of you might remember that this is actually a special set of three numbers called a triple, and you would get that the other leg is 8 centimeters, if you remember that 8, 15, 17 is one of your triples. But what if you forgot that that was a triple? No problem, you can still use the Pythagorean theorem. Remember, A and B are my legs, C is my hypotenuse, and the rule is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I would have x squared plus 15 squared equals 17 squared. 15 squared is 225, and 17 squared is 289. So if I subtract 225 from each side, I would get that x squared is 64, and then I'm looking only for the principal or positive square root of 64, which gives us 8. Positive because we're talking about length. So either way, you get that x is 8. Our next example, B, is also a triple. It's actually a double of the 3, 4, 5 triangle. So you might remember 3, 4, 5. You can scale that up by a factor of 2 and get 6, 8, 10, and our hypotenuse here would be 10 inches. Or if you didn't remember that triple or forgot about the scaling up, you can always do 6 squared plus 8 squared for your two legs equals your hypotenuse squared, or x squared. 6 squared is 36, 8 squared is 64. Combining those two together, I get 100, which gives me principal or positive square root of 100 is 10, which is the same thing I got when I used the triples. Our last one is actually a special triangle. It's a 45, 45, 90. So you might remember that that gives you 8 root 2 as the hypotenuse. Or again, you could use 8 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. Remember, again, A and B are our legs, C is our hypotenuse. And we have 64 plus 64 is x squared. That's 128. And then if we take the square root of 128 and simplify that, we get, say the square root of 64 times the square root of 2, which is 8 root 2. So either with our special right triangles or with our Pythagorean theorem, we get 8 root 2. If you need some more practice with the Pythagorean theorem, you might want to jump on delta and do a little bit of that before moving on, or you can keep moving on and learn the distance formula, which is really a version of the Pythagorean theorem. So the first thing we're going to do to introduce finding the distance between 2 points on the plane is take a look at a segment where we have drawn two horizontal and vertical lines that connect those points, and then the segment that goes directly from one point to the other. So this point here is 3, 2, and this point here is 6, 6, and we want to know the distance between those 2 points. Well, you may notice that we've placed a right triangle here, and as soon as you see a right triangle, you know you can do Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to zoom in here and see if we can figure out these lengths a little bit. Let's see. This point has a y value of 6, and this point has a y value of 2, or I can just count that this distance is 4. This point has an x value of 3, and this point has an x value of 6, so this distance is 3. And like we just talked about, 3, 4, 5 is a triple, so that must mean that this length is 5. So the reason this is so important is because you cannot count along the coordinate plane sideways. You can only count vertically and horizontally. So our goal is always going to be to find a vertical and horizontal distance that will allow us to use the Pythagorean theorem. Let's check out one more example before we move on to the formula. We are going to plot the points -3, 6, and 2, 4. So I've got -3, 6 right here, and the point 2, 4 right here, and I am looking for the distance between the two. Okay, so I'm just going to draw this segment here. That's what I'm looking for, and I'm going to create a right triangle. It does not matter if I create it here or here. Either way, the A and B will be 5 and 2. So let's choose this triangle here, and I am going to label this as A, this is B, and then the side I'm looking for is C. So my A value is 2, my B value is 5, and I'm going to apply the Pythagorean theorem. So if I go through and apply the Pythagorean theorem and find that my C is the square root of 29, we call that the exact value of C, or the exact distance between the 2 points. We can also approximate that. We know that the square root of 29 is between the square root of 25 and the square root of 36, a little bit closer to the square root of 25, so it's somewhere between 5 and 6, or we can plug it into our calculator and get an approximate value, which is approximately 5.4. And that makes sense because we know that the hypotenuse has to be bigger or longer than the legs. And this longer leg is 5, it's got to be more than 5. The really nice thing about working on the coordinate plane is that everything is drawn to scale. Okay, so now we're ready to put this all together, and then you guys are going to do some practice for the rest of the time you have today and also for tomorrow about finding the distance between 2 points. Option 1 is you can always just sketch a drawing and create your right. This is my favorite method because I'm able to visualize what's going on. So if I count -2, -5, plot that first point, and then I have the point 3, 7. Let's label our points here. And I am looking for the distance between these 2 points. Remember that I cannot count that distance because it is not a vertical or horizontal. It's not along one of the number lines. So this distance from our x value of -2 to 3, this is 5. And then our distance from -5 to 7, that's 12. You might remember that that is a triple. So our value of our hypotenuse would be 13, and we know that the distance between these 2 points is then 13. There are 2 other methods that people use to find the distance between 2 points. They're essentially the same, but they look a little bit different in how they're presented. The first one is that the distance between 2 points is equal to the square root of the change in x squared plus the change in y squared. And what change in x means is just the distance between the 2 x values, which we saw was 5. So we would say the distance between the x's is 5. The distance between the y values, 7 to -5, is 12. And now we just need to simplify this expression. 25 plus 144, that's the square root of 169, which is of course 13. So using either method, we get that value of 13 for our hypotenuse. And the last method that people like to use, the distance formula that you will most often see on formula sheets, looks like this. D equals the square root of x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. So to do this formula, instead of drawing a picture, you would write -2, -5 for your x1, y1, and 3, 7 for your x2, y2, and then plug those numbers into the formula. So we would have the square root of -2 minus 3 squared plus -5 minus 7 squared. We now have the square root of -5 squared plus -12 squared Remember that when you square a number, it becomes positive, whether it's positive or negative. This gives us the square root of negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. Negative 12 times negative 12 is 144. That gives us the square root of 169, just like before. And again, we get that value of 13. So you can really use any of these three approaches. They will all give you the same answer. You can decide what works best for you. You should practice this on Delta Math or on Khan or whichever your teacher has assigned, or you can practice on the practice paper sheet. Please make sure you submit all of your work to your teacher. And on Wednesday, we will do the second lesson on midpoints and dividing segments.